So let's get to one of the big questions when we speak about prayer. And this is the question that comes up whenever you speak of prayer from an understanding of God's sovereignty is, why do I need to pray if God is sovereign? He knows what I need. God is fully capable. He is able to do that which he desires to do. Therefore, why do I need to pray if God is already sovereign and capable? Can you answer
Why
this,
would
Frederick?
I not want to pray if God is sovereign?
You're just like, you're flipping all the things around. this
Why
time around.
would I pray if God is not sovereign? I don't know if that answers it the other way as clearly. I mean, like, why would I pray if God is not sovereign?
Yeah.
Like, in other words, like, why would I spend time praying to someone who doesn't have the ability or the capability to actually make a difference?
That's a great question.
So if the question is like, well, what's the point of praying if God's in control? Shouldn't that actually propel you? Sorry, I'm getting passionate. Shouldn't that propel you to pray? So maybe the question is more along the lines of, if God has fatally determined all outcomes, what is the point of praying? Maybe that's the heart of what people actually are
that's
wrestling with.
that's probably the heart of what they're asking.
So if God is fatalistic, what's the point of praying for different outcomes that God has already determined? I would say that is a very, very shallow understanding of God's providence and sovereignty. And God's providence and sovereignty is much more complex than just fatalism, some sort of philosophical notion of what is written is undefined and you should have no part or play in it. That part of God's providence, part of the means that he has ordained to execute his providence and his sovereignty is the prayers of his people, are the prayers of his people. That God has ordained that the means, that the prayers themselves are a part of the fabric that affect his providence and sovereignty. And think bigger than prayer being, prayer changes things.
Yeah.
We're not a bunch of pagans here trying to manipulate the hand of some God that if I do the right things, he'll do what I want.
Yeah.
That's also a woefully inadequate notion of God. I think that we pray because God has commanded us to, and we interact in relationship because he is our Father.